Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Play action this time with Love. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Reyes. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing. Love. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On 3rd down, Love. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Love's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give. This is Kamara. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
from the 16. Love. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Second and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
Second down and goal. Love. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Washington 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a gain of 35.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
And this is caught at the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Love. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Play fake. Here's Love. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Mahomes now on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 4 yards remain for second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Don't worry. You're in the majority if you didn't like the first one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
No, it's finger guns and love bullets. It's not that kind of love bullet.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Just for good luck for the restock. I think we can do it.
Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Love from the gun. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw now. Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
There's 6 gay people in here. No reason why.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
Agree?
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. And again, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the 8-yard line.
Butker's kick here is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Again, it's Kamara. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Love's throw pulled in by Tate. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Love, they go play action now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Seals-Jones. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A first down carry by Elliott. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Off the play fake, Love. And
his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Kamara try the right side. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Good play there by Frank Clark. Only 6 sacks in 2020, the fewest since his rookie year of 2015. But don't let that small number fool you. Provides consistent pressure against quarterbacks. A Pro Bowler the last 2 seasons.
On 4th down, Love. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the... Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw it the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. With it is Brown. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramedic.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On play action. Love to throw. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action this time with Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Love. This is caught by Tate. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Love, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And Washington has taken the lead. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rounded back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Love's throw taken in by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Dancing to his left. He completes it to Tate. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reyes. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now Love. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Alvin Kamara
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Washington 55, Chiefs 38.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.